10,000 years ago, on the shores of a lake in Africa, something happened that would change our understanding of human nature forever. This isn't a battle from a history book. This is the dawn of organized violence, and the victims have been waiting all this time to tell their story. This film examines sensitive archaeological evidence of prehistoric violence. All content is based on peer-reviewed scientific research from the University of Cambridge and other institutions. When archaeologists discovered Nataruk in 2012, they knew they'd found something extraordinary. Preserved in the mud of an ancient lake were the remains of 27 people, men, women, children, even a pregnant woman. They weren't buried, they were left where they died. The injuries told a horrifying story. Skulls crushed by blunt weapons, stone arrowheads lodged in bones, hands and feet bound. This wasn't a random attack, it was systematic, brutal, and comprehensive. Nataruk was a prosperous fishing settlement. Its location by the lake provided food and resources, but this prosperity may have been its downfall. The attackers came for something valuable, and were willing to kill everyone to get it. Using forensic technology, we can look these ancient victims in the face. They weren't statistics, they were people with names, families, and stories. The pregnant woman was probably in her final trimester. The young man with the arrow in his skull was likely a warrior defending his wine home. The positions of the bodies reveal their final moments. One woman was found with her arms wrapped around a child, both killed where they lay. Another victim appears to have been kneeling when struck from behind. Chemical analysis of their bones reveals they were local to the area. They ate fish from the lake and grains from the surrounding land. They were settled people, not nomads. This was their home. Who were the killers? The evidence suggests a well-organized war party. They used obsidian weapons from distant sources, meaning they planned this attack and traveled specifically to carry it out. The motive was likely resources. As climate changed and populations grew, competition for fertile land and fishing grounds intensified. Nataruk represented everything others might want and be willing to kill for. The killing methods show sophistication. Skulls were crushed with identical weapons, suggesting standardized tools. Arrowheads were placed with lethal precision. This wasn't a spontaneous riot. It was a military operation. Nataruk forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. Organized violence isn't a modern invention. It's been part of human society since before recorded history. The capacity for systematic killing is in our DNA. Some scholars argue this shows humans are naturally warlike. Others point to evidence of long periods of prehistoric peace. What Nataruk proves is that when the conditions are right, or terribly wrong, we're capable of horrific violence. The patterns at Nataruk are tragically familiar. Non-combatants targeted, no survivors left, valuable resources stolen. In 10,000 years, the essentials of mass violence haven't changed much. The victims of Nataruk can't speak, but their bones tell us everything we need to know about where violence comes from and what we're capable of as a species. Their tragedy is our inheritance, and our warning. Do you think organized violence is inevitable in human society? Share your thoughts in the comments. For more investigations into humanity's deepest mysteries, subscribe now.